guys, it's Bastian time and welcome to Zelda News. I'm your host Bastian. Let's get to that first story, which is from Kensuke Tanabe. Not a name we talk about a whole lot in the Zelda realms. He used to be heavily involved in Zelda back in the day, Link to the Past and Link's Awakening, and here and there on additional titles. He has been a huge supporter of Tingle, and as you may know, over in the East, Tingle is beloved. Over in the West, not so much. He says that he's well aware that Tingle is very much hated in the West, and that he was just thinking to himself recently that maybe one of his personal goals is to try to find a way to make the West love Tingle. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think that he understands the cultural differences between East and West, and that while some of Tingle's behaviors make sense and are cute and adorable maybe in the East, over here they strike a slightly different, more uncomfortable sort of chord. So it's not likely to happen. I don't see how he could possibly manage it, but we'll have to see. During a lot of interviews lately from E3, Mr. Aonuma had plenty to say about Zelda Wii U, and not anything specific like what exactly the art style will be or what exactly the gameplay will be like. But what he did say is something kind of unsettling. He's very aware of the current sort of staleness that some fans perceive going on in the Zelda series, and he says that he's aware of it and that he feels that if we don't change, we might die, meaning he better make some dramatic changes for Zelda Wii U or else he feels like maybe the franchise is dead. You might remember that Aonuma stated in a Nintendo Direct about half of a year ago about how Zelda Wii U is going to bring about 3 big changes, or I guess they phrased it as 3 questions that they're asking themselves about the Zelda series, but obviously those are changes that they're looking to implement. Things like, does it need to be a solo player experience? Does there need to be that structure, that specific formula, things along those lines. So it's interesting to see that he's really thinking about that, and that Zelda Wii U may be something very different. Who knows? You might remember last week I talked about how, in an interview, Aonuma was asked, can we ever see Sheik or Tetra? Or I guess it wasn't Sheik or Tetra, I think it was Sheik or just Princess Zelda herself in a game, and Miyamoto sort of laughed it off and said basically anything's possible. Well, in an additional interview since then, he was asked a very similar question: will Princess Zelda herself ever be a playable character, or will she ever get her own game? And he said, this is the second time I've been asked this in this whole sort of interview sessions during E3, and if there are these many people asking this question, maybe it's something I really should strongly be considering. So he said if enough fans show that what they really want is a Princess Zelda video game, then he's more than happy to oblige. I just don't see it happening. Even if there was this huge Operation Moonfall style petition, I just don't see Princess Zelda getting her own game, and I don't think that there really is that huge, gigantic fan base out there demanding that Zelda Wii U be a Princess Zelda spin-off. I can't see that happening, and it's not like they can work on The Legend of Princess Zelda alongside Zelda Wii U, so it's an either-or kind of thing, probably. I just wouldn't hold your breath, guys. But anyways, that's it for this episode of Zelda News. See you guys tomorrow for Nintendo News. Bye, guys.